Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Mark Lennon. I'm your professor for Entrepreneurship 701. How are you guys doing? I'm very pleased by the performance of all of you in the course thus far. We have a major project coming up, the business plan stuff, that was getting a little confusing in my writing of the explanation because I've now changed it to make it easier for you. But I figured I'd shoot this quick video as well as provide more information. All right. So first, let's go check out the syllabus, okay? As I mentioned when I first wrote the syllabus, I reserve the right to modify it if I have to, but I'll give you time ahead. If you will see now, the assessment where I used to say just team business plan, I've now just called it team business idea and LeanCanvas. LeanCanvas is a methodology that does the best job of a business plan. It captures your business model idea, and it's infinitely easier to use than the one in your textbook. All right? Do not follow the business model in your textbook. It's good to know, good to refer to, but for this assignment, follow the template I'm giving you, please. All right? So you're going to be judged based on your business idea. That'll give you 50 points. Then your team LeanCanvas. That's 200 points. All right? Some people might have asked, well, why did we have an individual product idea generation for 25 points and why a self and team introduction for 25 points? Simple. This required all of the team members to start generating ideas for what would eventually become your team's business idea that you'll now then look at a LeanCanvas to create. So let's go ahead and do that. Going back to our main page, notice LeanCanvas directions. All right. Okay. I will not be requiring students to write a group business plan. Don't follow the thing that's in your textbook. Instead, I'm requiring students as a team to complete the attached LeanCanvas Excel spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is a LeanCanvas, is an effective way of developing rapidly a business plan and a lot less business model, less time and effort. You will use your approved team business idea as the sample business for the LeanCanvas template that you actually turn in. Here's the big one, guys. This assignment is due Monday, December 10th, 2018. So you got plenty of time to work on it, but I want a good one. Where did we get the idea? A group of students and I went to Shippensburg. It worked out great. All right. First thing I need you to do, go ahead and look at the template that it's attached here, okay? And give you a sense of what it's going to look like, the thing you're actually going to have to fill out, okay? Go ahead and download it. Okay. I just downloaded it twice, but show and finder. Hang on a sec. Okay, here we go. Now remember, only one person per team is going to submit this template. And it's taken forever for my Excel to load. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Okay. Y'all have a good Halloween? Yeah, there we go. Great. All right. Here's where we go. Basically, you're going to fill out everything where there's red. All right? You can even use these cool little drag and drops. We're going to look at a customer segment. We're going to look at what problem are you solving. We're going to look at value propositions. We're going to look at your sales channels. You're going to look at your solutions. What is it actually solving? Your unfair advantage, you could also call this your competitive advantage. Another one you're going to look at is your key metrics. List the numbers that demonstrate your success. Maybe that's number of sales units. Maybe that's profitability. It could depend on the business. Cost structure. List your fixed and variable costs. Revenue streams. Tell me your sources of revenue. All right. Now, it's a really neat thing. So, one of my students in your class there asked, it's like, well, Professor, can you provide us more information on this? And I most definitely can. So if you go back to LeanCanvas directions, before filling this thing out, go to LeanCanvas How-To Guide. And here's a link to it too, right? And here's a nice PDF that describes how to create your LeanCanvas. It describes it in detail. Here's your brainstorming ideas. It gives you a couple of case studies on how it was used. And then this is the exact same. The numbering is slightly different. It says 1 and 1, but guess what? It's the exact same shape. So don't be thrown off by the numbers, okay? Now, so like customer segments, really easy. Who is your ideal customer? Now remember, the person who buys the product and the person who uses the product might be two different things. Give an example. Baby diapers. Who buys them? Well, the parents of newborns or babies, I would imagine, but who actually uses them? And no, not adult diapers, although that is the fastest growing market in Japan, where with an aging society, but that's go to my international business classes. But no, what you want to consider for customer segments are, okay, who's going to be buying it and who's actually going to be using it. Also, the concept of early adopters are, well, who's going to take a chance on this, especially for those of you who are doing technology stuff. Now, this is a really big one too. Problem, what is it solving? I really like this LeanCanvas book that this is all based on. I've been listening to it. I'll get you the title, guys. And it really says, oh, this seems like a neat idea, but does it solve a problem? Because if it doesn't solve a problem, guess what? Nobody's gonna buy it. So if it solves the problem, well, here's what is the problem? Here's your solution. What are the top 3 features? Features slash, I would also use the word, what are benefits? Okay, you know? Okay, key metrics, you know, how you can measure it. And here's the thing, unique value proposition. This is key. Single, clear, compelling message that states why you are different and worth buying. Maybe you want to maybe you're developing an app. Maybe you're developing an app that shows, I don't know, like Waze or GPS or Google Maps or something. Well, what makes yours different? You know, what makes yours so compelling? I use Waze a lot, for example. What's compelling about that? Well, I know local stores I can get to because it'll pop up. Oh, go get a cup of coffee. 3-minute drive away, and it also is a social community for drivers to use. That would be an example of unique value proposition. So then read through this thing, list existing alternatives, identify other users' roles, because really quite interesting is oftentimes developers will come up product idea generation for businesses. They'll think, oh, their market is A, but then eventually it turns out B. Specific example, you guys know Elon Musk? He was a guy who came up with a payment system for the Palm Pilot. No, this is not a Palm Pilot, this is my phone. And they thought it was, ooh, such neat little technology to be able to blast on a personal digital assistant like money. Guess what? Neat, but nobody was buying it. However, they joined forces with the guys who were working over in PayPal, or maybe he was PayPal and joined the other forces, right? Developed an online payment system, then sold it to eBay, okay? Or offered it to eBay, I should say. Perfect. It solved a problem. Okay. All right, so keep going through all of this stuff, and then, work out each section by section by section. My suggestion, work out these on other sheets of paper first, condense it all for your final submission into bullet points. All right. Now going back to the LeanCanvas on how to do things. Okay, here's the how-to guide that I mentioned. Where I got this template from, I mentioned we went to Shippensburg. If you go to the 3-day startup where we were, their website, it talks about the LeanCanvas. Look familiar, guys? Customer segments, unfair advantage, unique proposition, problem, existing alternative, key metrics, etc. Here's cool. Down on the bottom here, go ahead and go through customer segments, problem, unique value proposition, box for solution. You might even want to do this first before reading the 40-page PDF, but that's a light reading on the how-to guide, I gotta tell you. It's very light reading. Additionally, here's the other thing I recommend. Watch this video. It's terrific. It's a guy who goes through how to do this on a vegan restaurant. It's it's just a couple of minutes. It's terrific. watch this video, how he's developing his business model. All right? So, to sum up, no more business plan. Instead, business idea combined with LeanCanvas. Don't worry about the business plan stuff in your textbook. Instead, fill this out here, and it's due December 10th. If you have any questions at all, please contact me. All right, thanks, guys. Sorry for the long video, but hopefully this answers questions.